going on with this front door is when I close this, I get interference right there.
Okay, what you see here is this is a gap on the stationary door. The gap is much smaller on the bottom than it is on the top. So what I'm going to try to do on these brackets here, I'm going to try to bend the tabs over so that it brings the door closer, thus reducing any interference that I may have. First thing I'm going to do is remove the pin on this hinge. I'm only going to do it for the top hinge because that's the only one that I'm going to adjust. With that pin removed, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a shim here on the door so that it actually moves the door over to create that space that I'm looking for.
So now that I have it shimmed, what I see here is these tabs here, which are connected to the door, are pushed this way. So I need to bring them in so that when I put the pin in, it'll pull the door this way.
I'm using an adjustable wrench to bend these tabs over. The reason I'm doing that, I'm just creating leverage with this wrench, and this wrench doesn't have any teeth, so it's not going to damage or put any teeth marks on the hinge.
All right, so I overcompensated just slightly here. When I put the pin in, hopefully it'll pull things together.
Since the pins are out of alignment, you may have to take the shim out and kind of adjust the door so that it aligns these things so it makes it easier to put this pin in. So I tried this and it works. I'm not getting any more interference, but I realized since this is the door that's stationary, this pin no longer fits the hole. First thing I'm going to do is remove this plate. This is where this pin goes to the top to keep it stationary. I'm going to evaluate the situation here. Okay, because I moved the door over, now the pin doesn't go into the hole. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to use my drill here. I'm going to use it like a mill and just try to make that hole a little more oblong. Give me a little more distance so the pin will fit into it. Okay, it fits now. So now I'm going to put the faceplate back. So for this faceplate, I'm just going to put one screw for now. What I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to twist this faceplate at an angle so that the hole matches up with the faceplate. Now here I am. I'm going to drill a new hole for the second hole. Now knowing that this faceplate is at an angle, and then I'm putting my screw in here. And once I do all this, I'm going to do one last check to make sure the door works. No more interference. Project complete.